We've got a real treat in the studio today. We have the new refreshed ASUS ROG Ally X. Now, I loved the first version so much, and they just made this one better than ever. It's a handheld Windows 11 PC that you can take anywhere. A huge thank you to ASUS for sending me this to check out. Let's unbox. I cannot wait to take this on my trip here coming up shortly. Oh, yay! Oh my gosh, it's happening, it's happening. Is there something in here? Oh, this is the little stand. You do not want to throw this away. Look at that. Ooh. On the box, it kind of looked just like a basic black, but it kind of has a nice little reflective coating on it. I did like the first version because it did have this really fresh white look to it, but I feel like this time around, they went with a black. The white plastic and smudgy snack fingers, not friends at all. Okay, let's see what else we have in here. We've got our charging cable, nothing else in there. Just some paperwork. So this new version has so many new updates. The overall design of the device has a larger grip handles, which already kind of feels like a nice upgrade for extended gaming sessions. It's got double the battery, up from 40 to 80 watt hour, 50% more system memory, 15% higher performance, double the storage, giving it now 1 terabyte, while also having support for up to an 8 terabyte solid state drive. There's a second USB port. All of the buttons, triggers, paddles, and bumpers are all improved. The joysticks are now rated for 2.5 times longer lifetime use. There's louder speakers, improved haptic feedback and cooling. There's also a lower nit setting for gaming in the dark, and I'm sure that I've missed something, but you get the point. There's a lot of upgrades. The only real downside that I've found in the past is when I'm traveling and I'm on a plane, that there's games that you need a connection to play. I've had some luck on Delta in the past while gaming in the air, but it's so spotty that I definitely wouldn't recommend it if you're trying to do a raid and your friends need you, because it's probably not going to end well. So now here on the back, we have our bumpers and the trigger buttons. We've also got the power button that has a fingerprint sensor, a 3.5mm combo audio jack, micro SD card slots, we've got volume buttons, we've got power and battery indicators, 2 USB-C ports, but this one right here supports Thunderbolt 4. So here's the Armoury Crate, where you can access all of your games and settings in one place. You can create game profiles, change button layout, and even the lighting colors. I like this because it takes all of your games across various libraries and puts them all in one place. So all of your games from Steam, Game Pass, Epic, they will all show up here. I'm mostly excited that this has the updated battery life. I mean, even back in the day, if we remember our Sega Game Gear trauma, stopping at the gas station on road trips for AA batteries. It's definitely one of the core memories. We would always drive from Pennsylvania to North Carolina for vacation, and I'd always be gaming in the back. Batteries would die until we finally got one of the car chargers. Like, that was truly a miracle. I love the LED lights. Just testing out the upgraded buttons. The joysticks do feel smoother. I do like they added multi-directional here on the D-pad. But I wanted to show you guys the previous version in comparison with the new one. Also, look at this bag. This is by Waterfield. It's a San Francisco bag company, and they sent me this last year for my previous ASUS ROG Ally. Oh my God, I love it so much. So here we are. So it looks a little bit taller because of these enlarged grips, which make it so much more comfortable when you're holding it to play games. Like, this grip was very small. Also, these buttons on the back, so much smaller as well. Tiny. The bumper and trigger also looks to be a little bit bigger. These feel a little bit stiffer. Like, these ones feel kind of like loose. Maybe it's because I played it so much, but it definitely has a different feel. These buttons feel a little bit also looser. These have a more kind of like tactile. It just feels like there's more of a press. When I'm pressing it, it's pressing back at me, if that makes any sense. Whereas this just feels, they kind of feel wobbly. But all in all, it does have a very similar look. The weight, still pretty similar. I do think this is a little bit heavier, but it doesn't really feel like that much of a difference. Like, you're not really gonna notice it. Yeah, that D-pad also feels much smoother.
So I'm back from my trip, and I have been using the ROG Ally X for the past couple of days while traveling, also while I'm home, in the hotel room. And I have plans to shoot all of this like B-roll of me like in the hotel room, on the plane. We did film a little bit of the plane, but honestly, once I started playing Dave with the Diver, nothing else mattered. in my life. I started playing this game and I'm obsessed. First of all, I just started scuba diving last year if you're new here, so I thought this could be a fun game, super high rated. It's all I want to do. This will be great. I'll test this out. I'll play a bunch of games on my travels. I did just for the sake of this video so that I could actually play something else. I played some Forza and I also played Diablo 3. I was able to play this on the plane without having to plug it in for quite a while. And then I did actually have an outlet under my seat, so just because I wanted to make sure I was having the best performance, I ended up plugging it in anyway. So I definitely will be testing this out further, but since I was traveling and I only played Dave the Diver, my only experience so far with it and with that game has been overwhelmingly positive. The battery life is already better. I love the updated and improved joysticks. They just feel smoother and just everything feels a little bit more premium. A huge thank you to ASUS for sending me this to check out. If you guys have any questions or you'd like to see me test out some other specific things, let me know and I can do a follow-up video or post some things on social to answer any of your questions.